one of my worst habits yet best traits is that I'm quite impatient. So if I want something, I'll go for it and I'll work hard for it. My name's Emma Coates, I'm 25 and I'm the manager at Doncaster Bells. I'm in charge of sort of all the football activities here at Doncaster Bells, leading the first team. We sort of play in the Women's Super League 1, which is the highest level of women's football, so it's the equivalent of the Men's Premier League. My job is to make sure that I've got the tactics spot on, that I know the other team inside out, that there's nothing they're going to throw at us that I've not already anticipated, already planned for. Before the game, I always make sure that there's a really good environment for the players where they can come in and it's not too intense. Again, I like to think that one of my traits is I know the players really well as individuals, so I know the players that sort of do need rallying up and getting a sort of a kick up the backside, if you like, and I know the players that need relaxing. And my role is exactly the same on the side of the pitch, making sure that if I see anything and I think the players need to know it, I'll pass on that information. If I think they need to work harder, I'll tell them. If I think they're doing a great job, again, I like praising players, so I'll tell them. My ambitions when I was younger was to work in football. Obviously from a young age I wanted to be a football player. I realised quite quickly that sort of there wasn't really a career in that for me. I wasn't good enough, there wasn't the opportunities there are now, so I went into coaching. So I got into that when I was maybe 12 or 13, sort of informally. When I was 16, I sort of did my formal coaching qualifications, and that sort of led me to where I am now. And I remember when I was sort of 15, 16, I said to one of my teachers, I am going to work full-time in football, and she sort of, no, think of something more realistic. So I sort of look back now and I'm sort of really happy that I can sort of throw that back at them. You might want to be a football player, but there's other opportunities within the game. There's coaching, there's all the media stuff, there's first aid, the physio, the medical team, there's the S&C, so there's lots and lots of roles within the game. So don't be sort of too bogged down with one role if it's something sort of within the sport that you can go into. One of the best advice I ever had is never let your management or coaching style contradicts your personality. So, I've had people say, oh, you're really laid back, you're always really positive, you're always, you're always upbeat. Well, that's how I am as a person, and I don't think that your professional role should contradict who you are in everyday life. If my teenage self could see me now, I think she'd be proud. I think I'm ahead of where I wanted to be. I always had an ambition to sort of work full-time in football and have my A licence by the time I'm 30. I'm 25 and I'm 3/4 of the way there. I just need my qualification signing off. I work full-time in the game. I've worked hard to get where I am, but I'm immensely proud. I'd love to get the opportunity one day to work with the national squads, but right now I'm really happy where I am.